All right, good evening. This is Meteorologist Colleen Peterson. We are tracking some rain and snow that's in that forecast tonight into tomorrow morning. I'm going to pull up the feed real quick just to make sure that I am streaming on our platforms and that we do have good audio out there. So just hang on tight for about 30 more seconds. All right, it looks like I got my feed up and working on our First Alert Storm Team weather page. I hope you're having a great evening. We do have a lot to talk about. Yes, there is a chance of seeing snow here in Louisville. The better chances off to the east around the Bluegrass region, just south of Cincinnati. But it's really going to be a hit or miss with our temperature profile. It could be off by 2 degrees. Seeing slushy rain and slushy snow is likely in that forecast for areas over in Shelby County, Henry. For the metro, we will see impacts here, but they're all very minimal. Regardless if we see anything accumulate, it's likely going to melt by the afternoon. So let's go ahead and dive into this forecast. I'm meteorologist Colleen Peterson. It is 10:29 p.m. So the majority of the snow is right now throughout St. Louis is actually seeing some snow bands just into southern Illinois, and that is right where that snow rain line is divided. We're a little bit too warm to be seeing anything right now in Evansville and Paducah right now. We still have some cooling to get through here over this next hour. And actually, right now, we're starting to see that divide. The first of the snow bands are starting to pick up and translate into snow. So turning from rain to snow right now throughout Salem. The time is 10:30. Let me go ahead and pause this so we can get a handle. So Hardinsburg right now, Pekin, areas over in Salem, that is kind of close to the metro. In fact, it's probably only about 20 miles away. Oh, wow, right on point. 20 miles away from seeing snow to downtown. So we're starting to see those temperatures getting cold enough. The first of the snow bands right now moving throughout Scottsburg, some flurries, but we have a lot more of it on the way. So I'm going to go ahead and highlight. This is heading towards Louisville. Now, once we head towards 3, 4 o'clock in the morning, I think this has an opportunity to make that transition into snow if our temperatures get cold enough. And, you know, I'm thinking that we're going to get something here in the metro area and areas off farther to the northeast. So if you live in these communities, I think that's enough time to cool off before what's over here heads that way. I think by the time it crosses the metro, that's going to be transitioning to snow already by that time we head towards tomorrow morning around 3 a.m. So let's go ahead and take another quick view at the radar. Not seeing any rain or snow just yet here in the metro. Let's go ahead and time it out. By midnight, we'll start to see some of those scattered showers, and there's that transition that's likely going to happen right around 4 o'clock in the morning, transitioning from rain into snow. I think it's possible. Wet snowflakes going to be slushy out there. So if you have any early morning travel plans, limited visibility, minor impacts overall. The roads are expected to be wet, but definitely going to stick to Seymour, North Vernon, Madison, Newcastle, Frankfort. Your temperatures are near freezing. So it's going to stick for a little while throughout the morning, but by the time we head towards the afternoon, it is expected to melt. So the highest chance of seeing snow is going to be northeast of Louisville. Newcastle has a higher chance, Frankfort has a higher chance, Madison and North Vernon. Now, if you live in Paoli, Bedford, or west of Louisville, the chances are far less. You could see a light dusting in some spots, but Hardinsburg, E-Town, likely just going to see rain in that forecast for you guys. The chance of you guys seeing snow is pretty minimal. So the timing of it clearing out is going to be by 10 o'clock in the morning. Most of those impacts will be gone and out of here. So mostly dry by the time we head towards the afternoon, and note that most of minor accumulation will melt. Temperatures will be in the 40s and might continue to stick to some grassy spots or some elevated surface, but the main takeaway is that impacts are going to remain minimal. Wet roads. If there are some slick spots out there, the Metro has their snow team that will alleviate that situation quick. So they do have trucks out there just in case something happens, but we're not really expecting too bad of roads out there in the morning. Right now, 42 degrees, not cold enough to see snow here in the metro, but that's going to change. Rain to snow line as we head towards midnight tonight into tomorrow morning. Let's go ahead and get to the accumulation graphic. If we happen to see that rain snow line off farther to the south, I think that this is fair game. We could see an inch here in the metro. We could see a 1/10 inch here in the metro. It just depends how long we'll get that snow band, and if it even does stick, it's likely going to melt there shortly. So the farther northeast you go of Louisville, the higher chance of seeing accumulating snow, maybe over 1 inch to 2 inches around Newcastle. Frankfort, not going to rule out Franklin County. Lexington, areas around Cincinnati has a higher chance of seeing some snow. Dusting possible for English, Brandenburg, Bardstown, and E-Town, and Litchfield, Campbellsville, Columbia. Sorry, you guys are likely just going to see some cold rain. So the question is, will it be cold enough for Louisville to see snow? I think it will be. I was looking at different forecast models. A lot of them show it snow here in the metro. So minimal impacts. If anything, it's going to be minor accumulation around 1 inch or less. Getting back to the bottom line, which I will finish this Facebook Live. We are preparing for our WHS 11 News night team at 11 o'clock. So I'll have the latest update here coming up on ABC. WHS 11. So we'll have steady rain and snow after midnight tonight. The farther northeast you go, the higher chance of seeing some snow. 1 inch or less here in the metro. Expect slushy snow, wet roads, and all of it melting by the time we head towards the afternoon. It's not going to stick for too long, but hey, at least we get that chance of seeing something out there. This has been a below average season so far. We're due for a first inch, and maybe there is a chance that we get it tomorrow morning. I'll be setting my alarm to see if that happens or not. So one last look at the radar before I end this Facebook Live. You can see that rain starting to transition into snow out there already, farther just northwest of us around Orange County. Paoli may be getting a light dusting already, but there's still rain intermixed with it. So it's pretty messy right now. None of that is likely accumulating just because it looks very light, and there's also rain intermixed with it. So, but we're starting to see that transition out there. Some flurries over in Frankfort potentially right now, and that's going to be the case here for the next 10 hours. We'll continue to see that rain and snow here in Kentuckiana. But if you have any other further questions, go ahead and head to our website, WHS11.com. We have a weather blog up there where you can get the latest information, and also tune into WHS 11 News at 11, our night team. I'll be there. Hope to see you there. You guys stay safe out there and take it slow on the roads.